Alright, but here's the 250X. So it's a Yamaha 2008. I'll just do a quick walk around. Like I said, it is a little dirty right now. I live in a ATV park, so as you can see outside, my driveway is kind of muddy getting off it, but it makes it more fun to ride on the Supermoto. So yeah, like he stated, the front tire is getting pretty close to being done. Do have a tire laying over here for you. It's an Avon Distanzia. Still got quite a bit of life left, and if you'll look at my new rear tire, it kind of matches more up that tread pattern, because I went with a different type of a rear this time instead of a sport tire, because I wanted it to last a lot longer. Two Brothers muffler. There's the 12 bar, and then the pegs were welded on. Welds don't look that great, but they do hold. I haven't painted this part of it yet. I was going to powder coat it and everything, but since I'm getting rid of it, I'll let you decide what you want to do with that. They hold up great. It was a little hard getting used to them back here at first, but now I can walk it out forever like that. The dual caliper setup. This was done by a custom welder. Best guy in town. It was an actual shop. It wasn't done in like someone's garage. I paid almost $150 to just get this piece welded on. But this right here is your 636 rear caliper. If you look up the WR250X, there's typically two different handbrake setups. There's one that comes with 50 stunt that comes with that Chinese junk caliper, and there's one by, I think it was called Full Throttle Industries, but they stopped making them, and they had this caliper on it, and everybody prefers this caliper. This caliper feels amazing. Springs powder coated. You asked about passenger pegs. Those are powder coated. A lot of this stuff has been powder coated on this bike. The subframe. The only thing I really didn't powder coat that I wish I would have was the triple trees, right here and here. I just painted those white. Handlebars are powder coated white. New plastics at the beginning of this year. It's got all kinds of stickers on it. Some of them you might like, some of them you might not. Take them off. Has sliders on it. Like I said, there's been so much stuff powder coated on this bike. It's unreal. Just little itty bitty brackets. RSC clutch lever. It's been custom powder coated to match the bike. My Magura handbrake, which I want to swap for your master cylinder. Pro taper bars, Trailtech Speedo, which is actually very nice. Let me try to focus it in. It gives you a lot more options to read than the stock Speedo. I do have a switch right here. All that does, whenever the fan's on, when the key's on, it turns the fan on. Just an override. It's one thing a lot of stunners like to do on these bikes, just to make sure it stays cool. Never had an issue with it getting hot or anything. Driven shifter. Like I said, there's tons of powder coating on here right now. The only real damage on the bike that's noticeable is right here. This is where I looped it a while back. We were going really slow. It wasn't really that big of a deal. It scraped it up right here and here. If you had a buffer, it'd probably buff out pretty nice. But I was thinking about getting a graphics kit for it to cover it up. Other than that, though, man, it's pretty much top. It's a great running bike. I'll push it out here and start it up. It hasn't been started in probably over a month or two. It is loud, like I said. The exhaust probably does need repacked. Out here in the light, you can probably see it a little better. I have the cap off on this right now. There's a cap that goes on it if you want to use it. It doesn't make it quieter or anything. It's just for looks. I personally like the way it looks like that. I'll be in that box of spare parts before startup. I'll show you some of these spare parts I got. Like I said, the tire, the box for the Trailtech, hand guards, radiator guard. That's the back part of it. Like I said, there's the cap for the muffler. License plate mount that goes behind the light. Another tail light if you want it. Just a bunch of random stuff in there, not a whole lot, but like I said, the bike's pretty much set up pretty good. Start it up, see what it does. Like I said, it is pretty loud. This is the first time I've started it in over a month. running a little bike. I got the seat off so I can prove to you it does have a power commander. Some people lie that their bikes have those. I've been ripped off before. There's that. No toil air filter like it's been stated in the post. It's got more stuff done to it than what I need to know, man. It's a pretty good little bike. Like I said, I'm just wanting to get something a little smaller to stunt, a little bit safer. You guys will really enjoy these Supermotos. They're great. Hopefully I've covered everything you wanted to see in this video. This is just my license plate. I'm going to cut it off there. I've wire tied it on. So give it another quick walk around. Like I said, the biggest downside I can think of looking over everything is that right there, which is really nothing. If you're going to stunt this stuff, you're probably going to lay it over anyways. They don't make crash cages for this bike in particular. Down here where the key goes, you can see some of the paint's kind of wore off, but I mean, it's an 08. I mean, it's in great shape, runs great. You guys are gonna love them.